Yo, let's get in tune. Dre Stacks in the building. Shawna.
Shawna J.
Shawna J.
Shawna James.
Oh shit.
Boss lady.
Oh
Plug.
shit.
All that good shit.
Oh, she talking her shit.
I gotta
Oh
talk spicy because that's the facts.
Oh shit.
A lot of people don't want to admit to it, but that's the facts.
Where you from?
Born and raised East Flatbush, 50s. I did live in East New York at one point in my life, but grew up mostly in the 50s. So yeah, that's my stomping ground. Real Caribbean gal.
Okay. So how you got into like no matter of fact, what influenced you just to be in the culture, like hip hop in general?
When I was a little girl and I used to live in Starrett City, I remember the first song I saw on BET was Tony Braxton, He Wasn't Man Enough for Me. And
Classic.
My mom, I think because my mother was born in Jamaica, but she's like was raised here in the States. She lived in the 90s. She went to like Soma. She went to Tilden. My mother went to school in the hood.
Shit.
So my mother had BET was a thing in my house. So Rap City in the Basement.
Oh yeah, them days.
I think the first rap song I really knew as a kid in kindergarten was the DMX Y'all Gonna Make Me Lose My Mind. I remember, and I went to a private school, a Caribbean private school. And I remember one of my teachers, she was like, I hope you know your alphabet the way you know that song. But I knew that song. That was the first rap song. I could sit here and tell you, like,
word for
I
word.
knew the words as a kid. Like, I knew that song. But I would say, like, my influence stemmed from, like, my mom just always having it on BET in the house. And then I would say, like, my mom also, her side of the family, Jamaican side of the family, when she needed someone to watch me, I would always be in the 50s on Avenue H sides. And all my older cousins, like, some of them probably like 30 now. I don't know, most of them in their late 20s. They're for sure, like, they were older than me, so, you know,
Facts.
I was introduced to a lot of different, like, artists and stuff with that. Like, I remember the first time I saw 50 Cent, when his video, I remember when his video debuted on 106 Park. It's crazy sitting here talking about it. Wanksta. I remember when the Wanksta video debuted on 106 Park.
That
I remember
was big
seeing
for the culture.
My older cousin Mario do the do-rag and wear the jersey to try and mimic 50 Cent. I remember like just 106 and Park being a thing in their house, like just always. I remember when the Shanti's video for Happy premiered on. I remember all of that as a kid.
Wow.
Just that's like, so I say my root to like hip hop and just being a part of the culture was just being introduced to me.
Shit, that shit was in your blood.
It was,
shit.
Yeah. And then the irony about it is like my dad is Trinidadian, so like he introduced me to like Bob Marley and like soca and even just reggae as a whole. So like as I got older now at 27, I learned like that shit really do run in my family. It run in my family to the point like I just found out Memorial Weekend that Devin's really my cousin.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Oh shit.
I have like another cousin, he's a big soca DJ. Then I know his grandfather was a calypso singer. So like that music thing, and then even like on my father's side of the family, they were very heavy in church. So like all my uncles and my aunts can sing.
Facts.
They know how to sing. And but when I was a kid, my mother had me in a choir. I used to sing from when I was like a kid. So I actually do know how to write music, read it, and compose it. And I actually got into college for singing. I got in as a vocalist. So that is a hidden talent that if you know me, people who know me, they will be like, well, that's the Shawna I know. Like, that's, we remember when you were singing as a kid. Like, that's a thing. So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's how I got into it. I know it was all over the place how I just broke it down, but that's
that's dope, though. It still came in one place.
Yeah,
you feel me?
That's literally how I got into it.
Cause you was in LIU, graduated. Congrats to that.
Thank
you feel me?
Thank you.
Digital marketing.
I'm doing digital marketing now, but at LIU, I got my bachelor's in audio engineering and sound design, but a minor in applied music studies. Okay. And then I got my master's in my MFA actually in media management. So school in LIU that I graduated from is now the Rock Nation School of Sports Business and Entertainment. And it's actually interesting to see because it play out how it did. Because I know, like, when I used to work for the Nets, I remember that used to be, like, the talk of, like, they were trying to figure out, like, redo over the program. Shout out to my professors, Tony Dofat. He's one of the hitmen. And my professor, Kenyatta Beasley, he's a talented jazz musician. I think he's at the new school now. But I say that to say, I remember when they were trying to revamp the program and possibly do it to something like where Diddy would have, like, what Jay-Z's doing now. That probably would have been something Diddy would have done because Tony is Bad Boy. Tony worked on the band and making a band, and he worked with, like, early Uptown, like Mary and Heavy D and stuff like that. So I know, like, because Tony had that relationship with Puff, they were trying to figure out if they could make that a thing. But, you know, the universe knows what the universe wants to do.
Yeah,
so it's dope
facts.
to see how that now Rock Nation is going to be taking that situation over. But the blessing about it is my professor Tony does still teach there. I do still have a good relationship with him. So, but yeah, I went to LIU and got my degree, basically both my degrees in the media arts field.
So was you interning while you was in LIU?
Yes, I was. I ran.
Cause you Atlantic Records. That's like.
You know what's crazy? That's what.
Crazy? Nah, that's dope, nigga. Bro, first of all, let me tell you some real shit, bro. Niggas go to school and don't get what they really get. You feel me? They go to school and still trying to figure out their career. You feel me? So you that's crazy how you went to school and you achieved that and you achieved your goal.
But I think it all depends on the individual. Like, I was just such a very, like, I'm gonna make this happen.
Determined.
Yeah, I'm determined. Like, I think what people fail to realize, both of my parents are immigrants.
Facts.
My dad came to the States when he was probably about 20 years old. I don't even think my father really had a high school diploma. He had whatever is an equivalent to a GED in the islands. So Facts. I say that to say, like, my mom is a social worker. My dad is an immigrant. He really went to trade school. My mom helped him get to where he is, and now he's a chief deputy inspector for the fire department. So for me, it's like...
You felt like... the hustle was in you,
the hustle was in me from then, and my family, the Trinidadian side of my family, just so big on education. And there's no shade to, like, my mother's side of the family, but on my mother's side of the family, my mother's the first to get her master's.
Exactly.
And then two of my other cousins, like, they're the second and third, and then I became the fourth, and my little sister, who's doing her master's now, will be the fifth. So I say that to say, as far as, like, I was just very determined. I was a in your face. No, I remember I used to tell Professor Tony, like, oh, I'm going to work with you, and he'd be like, all right. So now when he sees me and I have my first platinum plaque and I'm doing these things, he's posting, like, my student, my
probably happy,
student,
like,
he is
success is crazy,
this is my student,
Facts.
And she came from up under me,
Facts.
and I, like, you feel me? So when I was in LIU, I was a part of my school's radio station for my freshman year. I ended up running my school's radio station. I interned at Sirius XM. That's how I met my mentor, Reggie.
Oh, shit. Shout out to Reggie.
Yeah, shout out to Reggie.
Facts.
That's how I met Reggie, and Reggie is still in my life. Look at that.
Yeah, fact, yeah.
You know, I speak to Reggie. I don't play about that man.
Yeah, I already know. Yo, I already know.
Reggie be like, all right, you know, you got to shut up now. Because this little New Orleans stuff, like, I don't play about Reggie. But I interned for the Nets. Let me tell you how it really was. They used to have job fairs at LIU. And I remember the Nets used to always come and have they tell you, when I come to them, like, oh my God, can I intern for y'all? And they'd be like, oh, you so cute. Come back when you a junior. Come back when you a junior. I said, all right. I was freshman year. That was sophomore year. Junior year came, and they actually was like, oh, we're not taking interns at the moment, but would you be interested in a job? I gave them my resume. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'll never forget the spring semester. I got an email about a job to be a tech coach. At the time, I didn't know what it was. So I didn't respond to the email because it said in the requirement you need a bachelor's degree. So I ran into my bro, Justin. Shout out to Justin. Justin's an actor. I ran into my bro, Justin. Justin was like, yeah, I just came from that interview shit. And I'm like, wait, I got an email about it, but I didn't go because they said you need a bachelor's. He taught me, just because it says you need certain requirements, don't mean you don't go to the job interview. Like, do it. So then I got a call from the VP of HR at the time at the Nets.
Oh, shit.
Like, oh, da, da, da. And I was like, yeah, I saw the email, but it says you needed a bachelor's degree. She said, hold on for a second. She put me on hold. She came back. She's like, no, just come in.
Oh, shit.
So I was like,
okay.
is this a setup? It didn't sound right. White people you dealing with now. So I told my pops. My pops thinking he is big boss all the time. Gives me his little business card. Like, yeah, let him know your father didn't inspect the arena before they can go in there. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I go inside, had this appointment at the Nets office. This is when they was at Metro Tech, because now they in Industrial City. Went to the office, and they called me in, and she was like, yeah, tell me about yourself. She's like, yeah, you got the job.
Oh, shit.
So I'm hyped, but then I'm like...
He didn't inspect, like... You
Mind you, the role was a part-time role based out of the Barclays Center. However, my boss was the director of marketing at the time. So, at digital marketing.
Wow.
So...
Oh, I see how it's got the...
Tech coach, digital, so...
Wow.
So, this was playoff season, April 2014. The Nets are playing against the Raptors. My first time at a basketball game. Wow. My first time... Yeah, that was my first time at a basketball game. I'm not going to say my first time at the arena, but that was my first time at the basketball game and my first time really inspecting the arena. I was so nervous. And the Barclays Center employees, because people need to know this, Barclays Center and the Nets, those are two different employees. Like, Barclays Center employees, like the concession stand and those people, I think they come through this company called AEG. So if Barclays decides to end their contract with AEG, that's it. So I used to have people used to try to be funny, like, oh, bitch, you work for the Barclays. No, baby. I work for the Brooklyn Nets.
Ooh.
And I guess
get it correct.
And, you know, I feel like certain people used to think I was, like, trying to be funny, but I was so serious. I really worked for the Brooklyn Nets. Like, I had a badge. I had my season. I was at the press day, and, like, I worked for the Nets to the point that one of my old players, who's verified, I'm not going to say his name right now, he even remembered me from Clubhouse. He was like, yo, Shawna, I remember when you was there, follow me on the gram and all that. Like, I was there up until when they drafted Isaiah Whitehead.
Oh, shit.
So, anyways, started working in the Barclays Center, and I impressed them so much. I never missed a day of work.
Facts.
I was always on time. I was the top tech coach, to the point that they used to bring me into the office to train other people. That I impressed them so much that I got offered an internship summer 2014, but then SiriusXM called me. And I went in and did my interview with Reggie. And I said to myself, this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I'm going to take the SiriusXM internship because I could take this now and I still work part-time for the Nets.
Yeah.
I could always go back and do an internship for the Nets another semester, because the contract, the agreement LIU had with the Nets at that time, which a lot of people don't know, the Nets made that new dome and gym for the LIU. So that was their safety gym, God forbid, of anything, like especially after Hurricane Sandy.
Facts.
So in case of anything, like I remember Carmelo Anthony, I think it was Carmelo Anthony, him and a couple players, they came on campus, was giving out stuff too outside of, like, you know. So in case of anything, they could come to LIU and practice in that gym, because at the time, like I said, the office was in Metro Tech. So a part of the agreement was the Nets had to take at least 2 students every semester for their internship. That was a part of their agreement. So took that internship at Reggie. My first day of my interview, I met Bobby Shmurda.
Hold the fuck.
Reggie interviewed Bobby Shmurda.
What?
The picture of, you ever seen that meme of Bobby Shmurda? And he's like this outside, it looked like he itching his head, and he had a chain around his with the picture of Shiesty.
Yeah.
That was the day I met Bobby outside of Sirius. I met him inside Sirius, but he took that picture outside of SiriusXM.
Wow.
And he had on a white T-shirt. Yup. Never forget that. So that was summer 2014.
Legendary.
Yeah, it was summer 2014. And I started interning for Reggie that fall. During that internship, I was not the best intern. I was in an emotionally and mentally abusive relationship. I was getting cheated on. I had this girl playing on my phone. I had mental breakdowns. Sometimes I would fall asleep. And I remember one time Reggie pulled me to the side and said, "Can't do no nigga shit here. Look at this as a job. What you doing?
It's not.
You gotta look at this as a job.
Balance it out."
It was so real. He was like, technically, they wanted me in the studio at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm a girl. I live in the 50s. the train in the morning at that time is dangerous. It's a bunch of construction workers or older men on the train mostly. But so I said I could come for 7. So when I used to travel, it was dark. My dad would take me to the train station in the morning, and I would travel in the dark to Sirius XM just so I could be there to set up the boards and make sure. The show I was assistant on at the time was called Air Candy Mornings, hosted by Renata Romaine. So I will say at that moment it may have seemed like a lot, and then dealing with school, but I was able to push through. And at the end of my internship, I just remember Reggie and Renata taking me out to Applebee's, and they were talking about Quad Studios. This was the day after Bobby gets indicted.
Nigga, what?
This was the day. So my first day to internship, I meet Bobby. My last day to internship, Bobby gets, and the whole GS9 gets indicted at Quad Studios the night before. So Reggie's like, you don't know about fucking Quad? I said, yeah, that's where Tupac got shot. But he said, yeah, that shit down across the street. I said, Quad Studios? He said, yeah, you motherfucker, you ain't never
You talk just like that.
So he's like, this is really my mentor. This is really my industry
facts,
dad.
Facts.
So it was just like, huh? So I remember sitting with Reggie and Renata, and Reggie said, you're like a seed. He said, we have to plant you, and we have to water you, and we have to let you grow. But you're like a seed. There's something there. Everything that I have done for myself now and I've accomplished, Reggie envisioned it. I think he saw it, but he didn't even expect it to be what it is in the path in which I'm going.
But he definitely saw something.
Because he saw something in me. And I know Reggie had that eye for things, because I feel like a lot of people don't give Reggie the credit he deserves. Reggie put DJ Self on the radio. If you ask DJ Self, you know Reggie Hawkins? I love Reggie. Reggie gave me my first shot at radio.
Oh, shit.
Reggie put Angela Yee on the radio.
Oh, shit. Big.
Reggie helped build up Shade 45 and helped build up Spade in the Morning.
Damn.
It's a lot of shit people don't know. Like, Revolt was supposed to be what Shade 45 is. I say that to say, fast forward, internship done.
But hold up though, how you balance all this shit out though? Like you said, you going to school,
it was
you doing
hard.
You doing the internships.
I was doing an internship. I was working part time at the.
You got family time, whatever.
I was in the most mentally, verbally, and emotionally abusive relationship ever. Like, it's so sad that even now at 27 years old, I can sit here and tell you, they be like, you gotta let go of grudges. I genuinely still hate this man.
Damn.
But I'm happy. I'm thankful that I went through what I went through, because I could talk to you about it now. I won't cry or nothing. But it made me
who you are. And
it made me smarter. And it showed, that was the first and only time I ever let a man throw me off my game when it came to my career and my work. And I promised myself I will never let another nigga
do that to me again.
Do that shit to me again. Never. And it was interesting because Reggie, I cried a lot during that internship. And Reggie's not the most emotional. But over the years, because mind you now, I lost contact with Reggie after 2016. Him and Sirius parted separate ways. I ran into Reggie Nathala, man, in 2018.
Randomly.
The fuck? We exchanged numbers. Then we was back in contact. I think by the time we was back in contact, I had an ex-boyfriend. He got shot. He got murdered in Pennsylvania.
Damn.
Got shot in the back of his head in Pennsylvania. Fuck. And I remember at that time I just started going to the studio with Reggie and shit. But I will say this though, Reggie has been my rock. Reggie has been in my corner. Listen, when people learn my story, that's why if you have me on Instagram, but if you ever peep, you probably don't see it, but when I post certain accolades, there's certain friends who repost it and they be like, if only you knew. And there's a reason why they say that. So like, Reggie has been my fucking rock. Like, that is my industry dad. That is one person. Like, I call him. Reggie give me the best industry advice. Reggie hasn't told me anything yet that has steered me wrong, and look at where I'm at right now.
Facts. Nah, that's dope.
I call Reggie about everything. So I say that to say my internship with him ended good, to the point that he actually wanted to give me an internship with them that spring semester. I said, I'm gonna take a break. I said, I'm gonna take a break. Like, but because of Reggie, I'm talking about I was in rooms with fucking Rick Ross. I've been up to Def Jam. I was in rooms with Johnny Gill.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I met Patti LaBelle and Erykah Badu the same day. And anybody that knows me knows Erykah Badu is my idol.
Oh, so you was...
I cried.
You was fucking probably
Erykah,
passed out that month.
She's a Pisces like me. Erykah hugged me. You ever had somebody spiritual hug you?
And you feel that, you feel the spiritual connection.
Yo, bro. I cried. Yo, his woman like me to cry, bro.
Damn.
Erykah said, come here, come. She took my phone, took the pictures with me. I said, yo.
Can't believe this is happening right now. Like,
yo.
That's dope.
I met Erykah Badu.
That's dope.
And Patti LaBelle the same day. I cried. Okay? But I'm thankful for that internship I did have. So, yes, during undergrad, I interned Sirius. Then I ended up interning for the Nets the time I met Erykah and Patti because I was interning for them. And still working part-time for them.
Oh, shit.
Working part-time at H&M.
Oh, shit.
I was off the record interning at Sirius. Sirius didn't even know that I still had my old badge. I was still coming up there and I was helping them and shit. And I'm in my senior year of college, and I'm still running my school radio station.
Damn.
That's why I said I'm a boss.
Hustle.
I was hustling, but I also showed my parents, like, they don't got to worry about me because I make shit happen. Then that spring semester, getting ready for graduation, the girl quit that was doing the front desk at the Nets. And they was like, we need you to come in because now that part-time job I had at the arena, the employees, my other coworkers were hardly showing up. So it's like, what's the point of us funding it if they not showing up? And then I was even good at the intern. When I interned for them that fall. So I was their social media intern. Oh, so I was even good as an intern. So I did the social for Powerhouse 2015.
Oh, shit.
I did social for when the Bad Boy reunion tour came. I helped with the social for that. I did social for a couple basketball games.
You mean social? You mean like the social media, like
the pictures and posts that you see.
Okay,
if you were to go and look up the pictures right now.
Yeah.
World Center, that is me.
Oh shit. Okay.
I can pull it. That was me.
That's fire.
I even did some basketball socials. I remember there was a Lakers game. I think that was the game. I know Ron Artest was in that game, and Kobe. This was fall 2015. Rest in peace, Kobe. Yeah.
Oh shit.
I was.
Nigga, you was outside for.
Period.
Damn.
So that'd be a shock. A lot of people don't know. Like, I bet you would never thought I worked in the NBA. But I'm so well rounded. Like, so well rounded. So radio, I have a radio background. I forgot to mention one of my professors that was at Sirius. He still is. He is the A&R room on Sway in the Morning. His name is Rich Nice. He taught me radio at LIU.
Oh shit.
So I'm very well rounded.
Damn.
So I did my internships. Internship comes to an end. That role, they let me know that role of the arena was going to be gone because, like, nobody was showing up, but we would keep you in mind for stuff.
Exactly.
The girl quit. It was a month before graduation. And they said, yeah, we're going to need you to come in. I rearranged my whole schedule.
Just for that position.
I was a temp, but it was paying me. And I rearranged it, my final schedules, did my finals, different days. 2 weeks after graduating with my bachelor's degree, then that's offered me full-time as an admin assistant in HR.
Oh, shit.
So all them internships.
You was the one. Oh, shit.
Paid off.
Hell yeah.
It paid off. I'm still cool with some of my interns. Like, my old interns, some of them, they still checking with me. So, yes, I interned in college. It's important that you do that. I'm big on just networking.
But that don't come, like, it's easy to say.
It's easy to say, but it don't come easy.
Fact, like
I'm not even going to lie to you. Like, I've had people reach out to me wanting to go to LIU because they're thinking the things that I'm doing was just shit that LIU offered to me.
Nah,
no, it don't work that way. Because honestly speaking, out of all of my friends, I can honestly sit here and tell you, out of all of my friends, I was the only one who got a job in our field straight out of graduation. Straight out of college, I was the only one. But I knew I was going to go and do my master's. Yeah. So now, here's the kicker. I'm about to give you some inside tea, which a lot of people don't know.
Oh, shit. Exclusive.
I actually got fired from the Nets.
Okay.
Because I was in the photo booth during the Powerhouse concert, and a particular VP who does not work there anymore said, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, bitch. She went and reported me to HR.
Probably was hating.
Just so crazy, because at the time, the HR department was very messy and tacky. Mm-hmm. They all got let go. Or, like, one of them left. The head of HR got let go.
Oh, shit.
One of them left. Another one left. I guess, like, some of them started leaving because they knew that they would have had to.
Facts. Yeah, like, they seen that was going on. Like,
so, basically, like, you know, so, I was hurt by that.
Facts.
And I was embarrassed because I worked with the Nets from when I was 19 going on 20. From 2014. So I wasn't new. Like, I've been in their system. It's just like, okay, now you went from part-time to intern to part-time to temp to
full-time.
So even, like, I worked in the system where they show, like, okay, she was here with us for, like, so that's 2014, 15, 16. I was with them for 2 years. So I had, like, 10 vacation days and stuff like that. Like, you know, like, it was shit of that nature. So, anyways, I wasn't working. And that's when I'm in grad school. I'm a little angry. I'm frustrated. I'm trying to figure it out. Meet Professor Tony. Professor Tony, I'm telling him, like, yo, I'm going to be doing. He's like, all right. So he has me help him assist with a couple of panels. One particular panel, I met the SVP of A&R who signed Coyle Ray. Oh, shit. And this is when he first started at Republic. He was a senior director, and he actually used to be my professor's intern and Puff's intern at Bad Boy.
Oh, shit.
Through that connection, I was able to go up to Republic, and he was able to give me good advice. And I remember one time, I'm like, yo, let me work for you. He was like, yo, I would hire you myself, but I don't even know who works in HR. I've only been here 6 months. Like, I don't know. But I met this other guy named K-Bar Brown. K-Bar was so cool. He worked in digital. And I was sitting down talking to him about, like, music and shit. And he was, like, so impressed by me. He was like, he called up Def Jam, like, oh, y'all looking for an intern? Because I have somebody here. She's amazing. But Def Jam wasn't looking for an intern at the time. So, but we stayed in contact every now and then. But he was very nice where they allowed me to come up there. As long as they was in the office, they allowed me to come up there and hang out. I want to say months later, Professor Tony used to bring guest speakers to the class. One of the guest speakers ended up being Sean Prez. Mr. Prez was the VP of marketing for Bad Boy. Let's go circle back now to when I said I was serious. Shade 45 was supposed to be Revolt. Mr. Prez was in contact with Reggie to make that happen. A year.
You see how shit. You see.
And then I end up interning for this man. Mr. Prez had his own platform called Global Spin 365, but he is the founder of the Global Spin Award, so that's like the Grammys for DJs.
Oh, shit.
So I ended up interning for Mr. Prez for a little bit, but I don't think he really got to, like, know me, because at the time, the girl I was interning for just thought she was a little shady. Like, I would put her on to certain artists or certain people. She didn't know who they were. And the next thing you know, I look on her Instagram story, and she's with these people.
Oh, boy.
Yo, I told her about Kirk Knight. She didn't even know who he was. And now, could you believe that's really my bro? See how the universe works?
It just evolved, yeah.
That's, I can call him right, that's bro. That's my dog right there. Kirk Knight, A$AP Ferg, Nicki Minaj, Hamdul Hala, Check In With Me, Joey Badass. God, you know I so hot. So she's a little shady. So the internship didn't really get to go the way I wanted to, but I did meet Fresher during that internship, where Fresher did end up remembering me, and it worked out for me because I'm going to say the year later, I threw an event with my school, and I recommended him for the spring concert, and they ended up booking him. So if you ever look on my Instagram, you see old videos of Fresher like, yeah, what's Shawna?
Yeah.
Because of that. So, you know, I just look at every moment as an opportunity to connect. So I really took a break from the media shit for like a year, because I just was like, yo, I want to stack my bread. I was working National Grid in a call center. but God knew I wasn't supposed to be there. Because I promise you, before my ex had got murdered, I promise you, I was already applying for internships and shit. I was trying to see, let me get back in serious.
Yeah, exactly.
And this before I ran into Reggie, because I'm thinking maybe Reggie's still there, Renata's still there, not knowing that they're not there.
Yeah.
And then what ended up happening, an old friend of mine, she asked me to come and assist for Wendy Williams' gala for her foundation, because at the time she was working for Wendy. And I went, and next morning my ex got murdered, and I didn't know until like my sister called me. She was like, oh, you see your boo died? So what are you talking about? She was like, oh, I'm like, what? Oh my God. It was like when my fucking heart fell in my stomach. And mentally I was fucked up. And then I just remember, like, there was this one supervisor at National Grid, Anissa, bitch, I still don't like you. And I'm saying your name because I still don't fucking like you.
Damn, son. She just dropped. Yo, she just fights.
Anissa was fucking with me. And I said, I ain't scared of you, Anissa. I'm going to get you for insubordination. I ain't scared of you. And that's the last day I was in that office.
I hope so, nigga.
That's the last time I was in that office. So I was like, you know what? But by that time, I had reconnected with Reggie. So it was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I might just collect unemployment. And I did. And then Circle of Sisters came up. You know, that's a hot...
What's that?
Hot 97 and WBLS event. And Circle of Sisters came up. That old friend asked me to come and help because they asked her about me from the last time. I'm like, oh, I pressed them. And I helped sell some T-shirts for Wendy. She had her own booth. I saw Bobby Brown. I ran into this lady that handled the talent at Sirius. So she remembered. She's like, oh, how are you? Da-da-da, whatever. Anyways, I'm there. Wendy comes to her booth. They're swarming to me. Wendy take pictures with her. So I'm like, I'm moving like Debo. I'm moving like security. Wendy's husband. Oh, I like her. Oh, I like her. Yeah, I like how she moved. The next week, they're like, the old friend of mine was like, yeah, Kevin wants you to come in and sell shirts for him. He just want to test something out. I'm like, okay. Let's collect unemployment. I'm like, all right. Wendy's husband about to give me a little bag. Okay. Sell some T-shirts, whatever. I'm not doing anything of schools in the evening. And he was like, I sold the shirts that day, made the money. He brought me into his office. He said, where you from? I said, I'm Brooklyn. He said, Brooklyn where? I said, the 50s. He's like, word? Me too. I said, okay. He was like, that's how we keeping it. Keeping it real Brooklyn. We keeping it 50s. I said, yeah.
Real recognized real.
Real recognized real. And Kevin had me selling shirts for Wendy Williams. So at the time, Wendy's old assistant was sick. So the girl was basically temping as Wendy's assistant, but she was really the assistant to the EVP of Wendy's production company. And the EVP needed an assistant. So she was like, she asked for me. And then she later learned, like, oh, I actually do have office experience. So she was happy about that. And then the friend at the time ended up, like, getting that role permanently with Kevin and Wendy. So was there at Wendy. This was now, I'm in my junior year of college. This is now fall 2018, going into 2019. Started dating some nigga I used to fuck with. Oh, my God. Let me tell you, the men's almost tried to kill me out here. This man stole my identity. This man cheated on me.
Bro, what?
This man, I
what?
can't put
bro.
this shit. I was just
like, son. Hold on.
I was in such a vulnerable state. I was just trying to cause it's like,
yo, nigga, you needed therapy, nigga.
Yo, no, like,
I don't even say shit like that, but
I know, it's funny, it's crazy. I started therapy.
Yeah.
I started therapy.
Shit.
I started therapy 3 weeks ago. It's a lot of trauma that people don't know, and I promise you, it shocked me because it's not like it was just some random nigga. It was someone that used to really have a crush on me. I was like, you know what? One thing he did always show me, he had mad love for me. Let me give him the time of day. And I didn't really know the circumstance of his situation, but I'm talking about that nigga was on a whole ankle bracelet. And all right, so he was fighting a robbery case. So I was under the impression that he basically, when they put him on the ankle bracelet, basically like he beat the case, but he just had to be on the ankle bracelet for a couple of months and some shit. Not knowing that the whole time he was actually he was technically on bail from Rikers Island, but on the ankle monitor because they wanted to make sure he didn't run, because I didn't know the full legalities and the situation of the case. Either here or there, during that man's time, that man cheated on me. That man stole my identity. It was very, very toxic. And then you know what? Why it hurt even more? Because it was like, I got you a job.
You did, like, you showed them mad love.
Yeah, I situated you more than your own family. So for you to just, like, it was just a lot. So fast forward, I stopped fucking with this bozo. But now where I'm at, Wendy at the time, she let us go because I worked for Wendy Williams Production. I did not work for the Wendy Show. So the Wendy Production is her own private company. So her husband hired me. So it's like, if I'm cutting ties in business to my husband, I don't need his employees, which I would never fault her for that shit, you know? So whatever, she let us go. And I wasn't working. It's not like I could have filed unemployment because technically I was 1099. So like, you know, like when tax season comes, like you paying me in full, but it's like it's like you gotta fill out that tax form and shit. Yeah.
Okay.
So
like kind of off the books, yeah. Okay.
So basically, whatever I want to say, like a month before Wendy let me go, I put together my last panel with the school radio station because the school radio station even started to decline. Like it wasn't what it once was. My last panel was like, it was a music business panel. The faces of the culture or some shit like that. I had Ivy Rivera, Kirk Knight, Reggie, my friend Giselle. She used to work at BT. Now she works at a different platform. I don't want to announce it yet, but a big platform. She worked at BT at the time. My sis Camilla at the time, she worked the Title. I had Omar Grant. He used to work at BT, but now he worked at BMI. And Devin came through. And I forgot, it was another woman who was there who was actually a professor at LIU, but she worked for like Sony. I forgot, she was a big name though. Sorry, it's not coming to mind. But I did that or whatever, and then a month later when he let us go, I said, fuck this shit. So,
your shit was like, just, it go down,
it go down and go up. So now I'm broke. My mother paid for my phone bill for me.
Yeah, she giving it.
She giving me like $100 a week. I was broke. It's like it was some bullshit. I was broke.
You gotta figure something out.
Gotta figure something out. Just kept getting false promises. I was just like, yo, fuck this shit. But I'm like, I know my refund check about to come for the fall, so I'm about to be banned up. But I was like, oh, I'm broke. My old friend I used to hang out with, she used to actually intern at Atlantic. And she was temping at the time. And I guess she was supposed to temp in brand partnership, but she was already temping in radio, so she couldn't cover for the girl anymore. So they needed someone quick and ASAP. She recommended me. And the same day they told me to temp, I got the role.
On spot.
So my first day of temping was when I had my Casanova event with 1824. It was Casanova and Rob Markman, and we had it at LIU.
Yo, I was speaking about that shit. That's the first time I actually saw you in person, but I ain't know you. Yeah, you brought Young Devin. I saw you brought my Young Devin. I
had Papa the Don there. I had Bando Black.
And Pretty DJs there.
And tapped in.
Yeah. I saw that shit.
Tapped in.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw you.
And Reggie was there.
Oh, word? Oh,
okay.
shit. Yeah, I was there.
Flip De Niro Imagine was there. I brought Chris Gotti out. Okay.
Shout out to you. I was in the building though.
So that next day I really started my temp role, and so I was temping for the Chief Partnership Officer.
Okay.
And the SVP of Brand Partnership at Atlantic, and I remember at the end of the day, the Chief Partnership Officer called me into my office, and she had my resume on her desk. She looked at me, she said, "Oh, I see your resume is very, it's good. Sean Prez." I said, "Yeah, I still work with him now. He's doing the panels at my school." She said, "Tell Prez I said my love." Bad Boy had distribution with Atlantic.
World connected again. Shit can.
So now,
sheesh.
The following week, Mr. Prez did the start of his panel stuff that he was situating in his monologues, and Funk Flex. That was the Funk Flex event. I helped him with that. So I'm like, yeah, so and so. He was like, word. Yo, tell her to come through to the event. So I'm like, yeah. All right. And my professor, Tony, he was like, yeah, so do you know so-and-so, the SVP? I'm like, I haven't met her yet. He's like, you should let her know that you know me. He was like, she used to be the receptionist at Uptown Records. So when I finally sat down and got to meet her, because I met her that following week, this is around the time leading into Thanksgiving break in November, we sat down, and I was like, yeah, my professor, Tony. She said, you know Tony Dovaz? She said, I used to be the receptionist at Uptown Records. She said, okay. It's a small world. She gave me advice on things she's seen as a woman and things that she knew not to do, that she's seen other women do who are not now doing nothing in the industry. Like, just groupie antics and stuff like that. She just dropped some gems on me. So, it was dope. I want to say, like, not even a full week into my temp, I impressed Julie Greenwald's assistant, who also used to be Leora Cohen's assistant, and she needed a temp. And HR called me down one day. It was like, yeah, Julie likes you, so we're going to have you cover for all three of them. And then they recommended me to temp in marketing for the month of December, where I assisted the now VP who broke Jack Harlow.
Oh, shit.
And I assisted her, and at the time she had Jack, Gucci, Boogie.
This bitch should get
Uzi, Thug.
Sheesh.
So, like, Mafia, I could keep going. And that month extended into the first week of January. And then she went to California because she moved to the Atlantic offices in California. And I started to assist who is now the VP of Marketing at Republic, who broke Coi Leray.
Oh, shit.
And at the time, when he was at Atlantic, he had the YBN boys. So I was assisting him and another young woman who handled everything for Nipsey and Meek and Burna.
Oh, so you...
So, Stormzy. And that week extended. So that month extended into extra week. That extra week extended into another month. Another month extended into the first week of February. I did interview for the role. However, they decided to go with someone else at the time. But, God makes no mistakes. But digital has always been my calling. And I remember my boss came upstairs asking if I knew anyone who was looking for, who would want to work in this field. And I told her, like, yo, I have experience and I really
wanna.
And she was like, well, let me know what they doing up here with you. If they don't take you, we gonna take you downstairs. And I told her, and she was like, yeah. And I interviewed with the head of digital at the time, and she knew my experience, and she's like, yeah, I used to work on a lot of the Bad Boy projects, and she saw Prez name and stuff. She's like, okay. And then they told me I got the digital role downstairs, so I started temping in digital. Second week of February, so that was the week leading to Valentine's Day, and I was there. And then COVID happened in March, the week of my birthday. They shut down the office, and we haven't been back since. So I was a little scared because it's like, yo, I'm a temp. Does that mean I'm not going to...
still employed.
I'm not going to... And then that April, she told me, like, yeah, we're going to keep you permanently.
Oh, shit.
So I was so thankful, but...
God was on your...
God was on my side, but you know what did fuck me up, though? Because of COVID at the time, and no one really knew the severity of that. Like, because remember that COVID shit is still scary, but remember the death rate and everything was just so crazy at the time. There was a hiring freeze. So with the hiring freeze now, I didn't really get processed into the system until July. So technically, July would make a year through Warner, but November is gonna make 2 years that I've been at Atlantic.
Oh shit!
And I worked my way up.
No, it was where you at now.
And now I'm here.
And yo, congrats on your plaque too, Black and Blood, man.
Thank you. Thank you. And Shiesty season just went gold.
Facts.
So
shout out to that.
number 2.
Oh shit.
That's plaque
going
number 2.
up.
So just even this past Friday, I got assigned some more of my own artists. So I'll be working on Juicy Fruit, Jakai. Juicy Fruit actually sings the theme song for P Valley for those who love that show. Or raps it. I have Coach the Ghost as my own artist, obviously.
Oh, shit.
I already work on Busy. I work on 1017.
Facts.
So, yeah. I worked my way.
That's dope, man.
I worked
That's
my
fire.
way, and I'm here, and I'm thankful. And I'm sorry if this was a drag as far as
you good. You good. It's a podcast. You good shit.
Sometimes people want to know, like, and
that's dope.
Nigga,
talk about shit, nigga. Black success, nigga. We gotta talk about success stories. Fuck that. White people doing that. Doing that shit, nigga. Feel me?
So that's yeah.
So, see what Coach the fuck? See what Coach. See, Is Vox still with Atlantic? Or he's still...
Vox Cultivated has, if I'm not mistaken, it's distribution through Atlantic. So it's an imprint. So it's Coach, Busy, and Tutu.
Okay.
I don't work on Tutu.
Okay.
But I pop shit for Tutu.
Oh, you want to get into that?
I'm from Flatbush.
Yo, hold on.
And the thing is, I give credit when credit is due. There are so many talented artists out of Brooklyn, but it's very biased. So, yeah, I go hard for Tutu because I feel like no one outside of Vox and his product manager and a few people
show him.
Yeah, no one really go hard for him. And I remember one time, this is how me and Vox and Tutu actually got real cool. Suburban Part 2 comes out. Drive the Boat was a thing.
Exactly.
This is around the time when Pop Smoke stole Drive the Boat.
Wait,
God rest the dead. Pop Smoke stole Drive the Boat and tried to make it his own thing around the same time when Nick and them dropped their song. So I went on Twitter and I was popping shit. Like Tutu, Suburban Part 2 needs to be playing more. Drive the Boat, da-da-da. I was wilding.
But hold on. But look. That's a question, right? All right, with that. Do you feel like, cause they talented, all of them are talented, but do you feel like the mainstream side of the industry don't show them much support?
1,000%.
But
and let me tell you what I thought was, I just think, let me tell you, went on Twitter, pop my shit. Tutu was reposting me. My social media was in a frenzy that weekend. The next day, my homeboy was the only DJ I know. He played Suburban Part 2 on the DJ Superstar J Mix show because he's a part of the unions. Next day, I want to say the next day after that, this guy I used to talk to sends me a video in my Insta DM. He said, let me find out you got plugged. Suburban Part 2 was playing on 105.1. That Monday, his product manager came up to me with his manager, and she said, this is Shawna, and he shook my hand. He said, I want to say thank you for... Vox was like, I want to say thank you for talking how you was talking, because after you made them post, how many DJs text my phone asking me to send them the record? I want to say probably that same week or the following week, the song went to Mix Show.
Oh, shit. Shout out to you. But why you think is that? Why you think the labels, like, they don't...
I feel like...
They know... Like,
I feel like... Let me make one thing clear. A lot of these labels don't know what to do with these artists. I feel like on the drill side, they don't know what to do.
Exactly.
I feel like for you to have a drill artist, you have to understand that... You got to understand the politics. You got to understand a lot. I'm a woman. Yes, I'm a girl. And to anyone who's watching this that know me, I understand I'm a woman and I'm a girl. But I was outside. I had friends who was outside. I had family who was outside. At the end of the day, I had a cousin who's hood stars. So I'm not dumb or oblivious to none of this shit.
Exactly.
I really remember being on a train with my friend and we talking about college, and a week later his face is on a poster for a Hood Stars and Wave Gang indictment, and he doesn't come home out of jail until a week before his graduation when we graduate in high school. So I'm not oblivious to what's going on. Yeah. I have Crip friends. I used to be one of them bitches throwing up Crip.
Damn, son.
And then I got older, and then I started to realize certain people don't got shit going for themselves. And I see where I'm going, and niggas is stagnant. I don't want to talk to you.
Exactly, because I'm trying to be over here. You
still over here.
Facts.
And then them same people feel like, oh, bitch, you think you too good because you went to school? Or bitch, you think you too good because you work with a little celebrity and this, that, and the third? And they be the same people try to bully you on the internet when somebody else is coming for you. And then when you come out and pop out with your degree and your accolades and the picture with Fabulous.
Damn, son.
Or a picture with Patti LaBelle. Or a picture with Rick
But
Ross.
yo, look, son. You know how this shit go. When you get to a certain level in this shit, you know how the haters. But look, you don't gotta. Yo, once you don't gotta. You don't know these niggas.
Feel me?
Kill them with the success.
And when I do that, so I say that to say,
cause look, you giving them more attention. Like, we got her, we won.
And I have to learn, and I gotta learn.
Yeah,
that.
you don't gotta.
I gotta learn that, but you know what it is too. I feel like too. Why should I let you sit up there and disrespect me? Why should I let you sit up there and disrespect me?
But look, you think Jay-Z talking to these fans? That's niggas is bro.
Niggas is gonna talk.
You feel me? Regardless, you know that you think Drake responding to these niggas? No, nigga. I got my own plane, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Let's get it.
Y'all right.
Nah, real shit. Like, fuck the haters. You feel me?
And I feel like that's something I have to learn. And my homegirl was saying that shit to me. But you know what it is? For so many years, I've stayed quiet.
They the same people that not doing the same shit.
For so many years, I stayed quiet. So it was just like, nah, I had enough. I'm going to start arguing back with people. But I understand now, because then when you start arguing back, it's, you're a girl.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you look, what is the girl, one of my homegirls going to say to me today, niggas said to her some shit like, oh, what's good with your friend? Like, she's mad, one-sided. I'm not one-sided. Let me tell you, the real reality of it is, these woo niggas that Jack Woo, they're not the real woos. That's not the woos I grew up knowing. The real woos from Brownsville. So let's make one thing clear. Niggas is biased. A lot of DJs are fucking biased. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. A lot of DJs is fucking biased. Y'all act like y'all can't play tutu shit. Y'all act like y'all can't play coach shit.
You know what it is, though? Some DJs is got a machine behind it. So they still, it's not like, it's their own company. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but at the same time, too, it's like, give credit.
It's politics. And,
so but my whole thing is, don't come at me and tell me I'm one-sided. And y'all not come at the DJs who's not playing them.
Oh, they ain't gonna do that.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, don't tell me I'm one-sided because I'm giving praise to people that y'all wouldn't give praise to. Because I put money on it. If I posted about any of the artists, niggas would be quiet. But as soon as I say Tutu belongs to the Brooklyn Drill category, Tutu is this or Tutu is that. It'd be the
2019. It was 2019. I mean, it was a clip out. I said, yo, this one MV Kane made Dog Time. I'm like, yo, MV Kane, y'all niggas ain't fuck with him lyrically. Yo, niggas went crazy on me like the shit was trash.
Yo, bro, 1 year I made a post. Summer
I'm
2019.
like, damn, bro.
I got one better. Summer 2019, I made a post. I said Tutu, Chef. I said Jeezy Moolah. I said Pop Smoke. I said Paparazzi Pop, King BMO. I said a couple of niggas was nice. I had niggas, bitch, all types of bitches, suck my dick. This bitch, you don't know nothing. It's a day room post. You this, you that. I remember niggas from my ex-boyfriend projects. Oh, fuck this bitch. She ain't no Angela Yee. And Angela Yee not even an A&R. 2 years later, I post my little plaque on Facebook.
Oh.
My sister is signed.
Get it.
My sister just got announced on Rolling Loud.
Get it. Yo, we got hold up.
I posted, so then I said, I remember 2 years ago, niggas said I ain't no Angela Yee.
But look, boom, boom, boom.
You know, one of the niggas that told me suck his dick gonna comment under my bro comment like, oh, she talking about me and what's his face. Why what's his face ain't come on my post? I had what's his face as a friend on Facebook them 2 years ago, but he made sure to find my post and curse me out. But 2 years later, all the successes, where he at now? He quiet. Don't fuck around. That's how Pop say it.
Yo,
don't fuck around.
They watching still.
And I have, you know who
that's
tells,
the thing.
You know who tells me that all the time? London.
They gonna talk shit, but they like.
You know who tells me that all the time?
Damn, she's doing it again? Damn.
London.
Shout out to London, man.
Shout out to my sister London Hill. London, every time I'm on FaceTime with her, London be like, Shawna, I keep telling you, you don't need to. I don't know why you be thinking that, but she said, Shawna, yeah, you don't have 10,000 followers, but you keep thinking people don't watch you. Yeah. She said, Shawna, your voice means something. Yeah. And there are people who watch your page that may not like you, but they're watching to see what you're posting, who you tapped in with.
They want to see you fail. That's what they waiting for. They want to see you fail. That's what they wait.
That's like your homegirl. No, she been
which one though?
Hold on. That's like one of your homegirls. She been unfollowed me. But
which one? Because I don't. No, we could talk. We could talk.
It's like one of your homegirls. I ain't gonna say her name because I want this in there. She been unfollowed me, or whatever. Cool. But I peeped certain shit. She would still follow me from her media page, and then I found it weird because I would be posting my 1017 girls. She was never tapped in with them before. Now all of a sudden, whenever I see other people post my 1017 girls, now she posts them or she be up under the comments. So that's what, it's just an example of people will not like you and then follow you, but they still watching your page. You didn't know about them until I started posting about them, and that's the real tea.
Cause the one that was just here. Cause that's my home. If that's that one, that's my homie, son. Damn, son. The other one, not the big one. The big one, not.
The other one. But that's just an example of people would not fuck with you.
Damn, son.
but they still watching. You never knew them before I started posting.
Can we talk about that?
About what?
About the other shit I should do.
And
then we don't get into then we get into the Young Devin shit.
I hate that show.
That shit gonna do me, for me, like.
I know. Let me tell you what it is.
That show, like that's all the big one.
Let me make one thing clear.
Yeah.
When the show first came about, I thought it was a great idea, especially because New York needed it.
Yeah.
But then when I started to see how the content that was being posted,
it was getting messy.
It was getting messy.
Controversial.
It was getting controversial.
Yes.
And I think for me, the reason why I didn't like it is because when you have friends that have been shot up 9 times, or friends who have died, or friends who have went to jail because of certain things, and you have this young fucking idiot who don't really know nothing about nothing, posting shit, and it's like, girl, you trying to send niggas back to prison?
Yeah.
Granted, you can't control what niggas comment or say under shit.
I was want to say on record, is one person behind that page, the big. I mean.
Yeah, well, the way the content, though, you know, for me,
people,
the way the captions were posted, I thought
all,
it was
no.
It matches up with how she did her captions on her profile. But it was just real messy. Like, you screenshotting people posts from their Facebook with their Facebook names. So for me, like, let me tell you how real it is. Coach the Ghost will not be on that platform.
I respect.
He told me himself he hate that shit, and he will not go on that platform.
I remember I think 22G. It was some shit, some category shit like with 2019. I think some shit like that, or the biggest L, some shit like that. And then 22 got that. Then I heard 22 blocked the page and shit. You feel me?
So and
that got. You feel me?
But it's just that shit is little weird shit like that, like.
But the crazy part is,
the
show didn't start off like that, though.
And that's what I'm saying, though.
So,
the format of the show and how it started off was so amazing. I thought it was a dope idea. But she's a messy person, because I remember this boy from Facebook, this rapper boy. He real cool with Star Brim. I guess she was popping shit about Star Brim, and Star Brim don't use Facebook. Star Brim came on Facebook to violate that girl. Curse her stink. Violate her. Greased her. That's why at the time when I used to work with BMO, she put up the video to make it seem as if BMO had beef with Pop Smoke.
Yeah, I remember that.
And that was very messy. And he told me, like, and I wrote her, and she didn't respond. So then I wrote your homegirl, but your homegirl responded as if she had an attitude. So then the girl came back and was on some, you didn't have to write, girl. I'm not gonna say her name. She's like, you didn't have to write so-and-so, girl. I said, bitch, I'm not Star Brim. I will violate you. And she blocked me on Facebook after that.
Listen, I want to clear the air again. Got nothing to do with Talk of the Town shit. You feel me? That's all Kobe.
And then Devin dropped the free.
Yeah, I want to talk about that too. I want to talk about that's what I really want. I really want to get into that. I want to clear the air on that.
So when they start,
I got no beef with Young Devin. Feel me? I don't know what's going on in the street. I support her since day one. She was on my first interviews. You feel me?
So let me tell you.
I want to clear the air. I don't want no beef.
There was an episode of Talk of the Town where they was talking shit about her, and I remember reposting that video, and I was like, the same people who was talking shit about her be sucking her dick in her comments on Instagram, and I say that humbly. The same people that was talking crazy be in her comments dropping, like, if people be so strange. So anyways, Devin says to me, sis, can you come me to the studio? I need you to amp me. Like, that's my baby girl. That's okay. We go to the studio, and I think they were doing voting for who was the best female rapper or something. It was something with female rap at that time. She goes in the studio, and she does the straight to it freestyle.
So that bar was about.
And the caption says the real talk of the town.
Oh.
Cause she hate their platform too. She's like, I'm never going on their shit. That's why she don't repost them. She never comments on them. She feels as if they were very messy. She don't fuck with them.
Nah,
and
they are messy.
And she went in the studio, and you hear me in the background. Yeah, Devin, we did that shit like 2-3 takes.
And she went off on that shit.
Shit, we didn't expect that freestyle. The intention was not for that freestyle to become a song. It was just supposed to be freestyle for content. And it was so good that they said, now we gonna turn this into a song. And she went in there in the and that's why her caption on her page, # the real talk of the town.
Talk about it.
That's the story behind it.
But listen.
We don't got no issues.
I mean,
that's my baby.
I mean,
you don't gotta worry about that.
I mean, I bet, son. Feel me? Because people be thinking, I don't know.
And that's sad because the person was so messy. I would only hope that your friend.
But that's.
I hope your friend kept her distance because you. I'm so big. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be mindful of the company you keep.
Yeah.
Because the company you keep could tarnish your reputation or.
Yeah.
Now you look, at that moment, you look messy too.
Because I'm with the.
Yeah, because not for nothing, I would have thought, I'm happy you cleared up who was putting them posts up. Because I couldn't tell because the way the captions look, they were formatted the same way the captions are on her page. So I know she's a very great person in social media and her own brand content and stuff like that. So to me, it looked like, well, so she's the one who controls the social network. I don't think that dummy control that shit. So to learn, it's really, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it was all that.
And then it was an incident on Clubhouse where they was on Clubhouse giving me my flowers, and they was in a room, and Shorty turned around and said, the one who owned the show, turned around and said, well, my issue with Shawna. The way she did it was just so messy. They was like, no, this is not what we got to do in here. And then your friend contacted my homegirl, like, oh, get Shawna on the line. We want to talk to her. Like, she even called her to try to do a three-way. And I'm like, what is there to talk about? Like, I don't care for y'all. Like, it's no beef. I just don't care for y'all. Like, too messy. And mind you, it take a messy person to know a messy person. I'm mixy, I know that. Cool. But they was too messy for my liking. So I just was like, you know what? Y'all do too much.
Nah, but I ain't going front. That's why I separate myself from that shit, like from her platform, because that shit was getting too deep. And I don't represent that in the industry. That shit, I'm trying to get you a long way in this shit. So that's why I had to break out. That's why I'm glad I'm doing my own shit, so I can show people
and it was just,
you feel me?
It was just too much. I'm just good on the energy, and not for nothing. I just had to learn, like, every day I learn more. Not even every day. Let me not say that, but I just keep learning. Like,
we all learn about
I don't like
people.
I don't like, I don't like people, but I really just don't be liking bitches. Bitches be so weird. Like, bitches be swearing you. You know what's so weird? Bitches be thinking you in competition with them, and it don't even be the case, bro.
It's the niggas too. I ain't from niggas.
And niggas too. And there be
like
some
niggas.
Well,
why is that? Why like?
I don't know.
Competition cool, but like if we in the same room,
but my whole
we
thing
can
is
we can still show love. We could.
Yeah, but my whole thing is like she literally like when I tell you she.
I just speak in general. Speak in general.
You speak in general?
Yeah, speak in general. You speak like this.
Oh, like you know? Okay, but we gonna edit. You gonna edit it?
Nah.
Well, in general, like I don't know. Bitches be weird, bro.
But why like? Females can't like.
I don't
know. You think it's animosity and shit?
I think. You know what it is? I think, and I remember I say females. I think people in this industry want to see you do good,
but they want to see you do better than them. But so, the thing with that, bro, it's so much, especially now in the industry. It's so many opportunities for
everybody to be great at shit. And you know what it is too. Like I feel like. There were people, like, let me tell you something. My spirit does tell me something. My spirit be right. I feel like there were people who probably thought I was bluffing on the artists I work with because I really didn't start to post, like, assets for the artists I work with until, like, the company really made me full time. So you would see that I started to post for, like, Busy Banks. It was really, if you really look at my feed, you probably saw Tutu, but I really didn't start to post assets until you see like Busy Banks, then A Boogie, and then 1017. Was pumping them. So I say that to say, I think people just think, oh, she just posted the post, but she don't really do nothing. And then I feel like once I got my plaque for Pooh Shiesty, it opened people's eyes like,
shit.
Oh, she
we know what it is too, though.
Because, you know, some people be thinking you just posted and you just promoting, and then they're like.
Wait, you know what it is, though? You behind the scenes and the shit. So if people not really next to you.
So they just seeing what you put. Because the thing is, too, like, I would be, y'all don't even know, I would be with my artists, and I wouldn't post a damn thing. Last week, Friday, I was at a dinner for my artist.
Yeah, on the EP.
Anissa, for her single.
Okay.
I was at a dinner for my artist. I want to say the week before that, or 2 weeks before
that,
Devin I was with Devin be in my crib. I don't post every time Devin's in my house. Like,
you should listen to party too, some shit. Yeah.
But you get what I'm trying to say.
Facts.
I went out to Philippe's the other night with Devin. You may see Devin in my story.
Facts.
And I'm being real. Like I just said to you, even Kirk Knight. That's my whole bro.
And I ain't going front. Like, you don't gotta talk about you. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Like that's really what it is. Like the other day, I was with my artist Big Scar. He did his interview with Rap Radar. I was with him at Audio Mag.
Cause most of, like I said, most of the times,
you wouldn't have known because I didn't post nothing in my story.
Most of the time, social media niggas don't care about your success.
And they don't. And so, like, cause literally, if I was to show you my camera roll right now, you was like, "Oh my god," you would be like,
"Feel me?"
You wouldn't know, like, you.
Nah, that's a fact.
It's shit people don't know. I don't post this, but I talk to Coach on the phone every.
Yeah, you called him that day. I met you at the station, nigga.
I talk to Coach on the phone I called Coach 11 o'clock last night. I said, "Coach, you want to hear a knock knock joke?" He said, "What's a knock knock joke, Shawna?" I said, "Knock knock." He said, "Who there?" I said, "Nobody." He said, "Shawna, stop fucking playing with me, Shawna." I talk to Coach every day. When it was Trap Manny's birthday, I texted him, "Happy birthday, Trap. Have a blessed one. Good looking, gang." This is shit people don't know. Anissa called me right now. "Hey, babe, can you fix my YouTube? I got you." I don't gotta post that. I don't even gotta brag about it. Like, oh, just gotta.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like,
it would look like a little coin, like you know what I mean?
You showing off.
Yeah, just no.
Yo, bro, like
like
one of my like I told you, I reconnected with one of my old basketball players when I worked for the Nets through Clubhouse, Chris McCullough. Me and Chris followed each other on Instagram. When we was on Clubhouse, yo, Shawna, I remember and he heard what I'm doing. I was like, yo, I'm proud of you, Shawna. Good look. Like, shout outs to you, bro. It's shit like that people don't know. It's probably somebody that might see, like, why is Chris McCullough following Shawna? And then they don't. I used to work for the Nets. He was one of my players.
Facts.
He was one of my players.
Ask a question, though. What advice would you give to, like, a girl that's trying to become what you doing right now?
Be strong. Don't give up. And I know that sounds so cliche. Be strong. Real shit.
But it's real shit.
Pray. Even if you're not the holiest, I don't know what your religion is, whatever your religion is, pray. Be strong. Don't give up. This shit is not easy, bro. Let me tell you something. It's even now, they assign me some more of my own artists, and I'm nervous as fuck. And my homegirl was saying to me today, she was like, fuck is you nervous for, bro? You got this. But it's just like, yo, one of the people I'm working with, she broke Trey songs. That's like you want to impress people like that. You don't like, you broke Trey songs. I want to impress you. I don't even want to fuck up.
Facts.
And I will say this, shout outs to my bosses, Justin and Catherine. I've had different employers. And I'm not saying this because I work at the company. I genuinely mean this from the bottom of my heart. Those are the best bosses I've ever had in my fucking life. If I have to recommend them for leadership skills, I will recommend them 1,000 times. So encouraging. They teach you shit. If you do something, it's like, all right, that was cool, but let me show you how I would have done it. They throw you out there. Oh, you got this. You can speak up. You can handle this meeting, right? Like, they're very supportive and encouraging, and I feel like that's important to being a leader and a manager. And they've given me so many opportunities that I know I work towards that and I put in the work, but because I put in the work and they trust my judgment, they've allowed me to be in rooms that most people probably can't even be in, and I'm thankful beyond words. So I say that to say, like, for any young lady coming up, bro, I really advise getting a mentor. I'm not saying go searching for that shit. Let it come naturally. My mentor came naturally to me. I don't even think he knew he was going to be my mentor. But that is my mentor, and I stand on it. And I'm proud of everything he's taught me. I'm proud of everything he's instilled in me. I'm proud of every prayer. I'm proud of every quote. I'm thankful for every opportunity, every moment he has given me. Whenever I put my head down and he tell me pick my chin up, and you know, like, I'm thankful. And just mentors, getting a mentor, I feel like just be strong, be determined, bro, and work hard, bro. I'm telling you, please don't let Instagram fool you into thinking these bitches.
Damn.
Instagram will have you fucked up and thinking you're not doing enough. And I used to feel that way. And even now, I know you probably going to be like, Shawna, you're violent. I still feel like I'm not doing enough.
Nah, I ain't going to front, though. It distracts you. It distracts you, too. It's
distracting because when you in a world where, like, you got...
What are you talking
No, but I feel a bit... No, not for nothing. Like, let me tell you, because when you see people like Barreline, so beautiful, so talented. She's an A&R. She's younger than me, and she's a VP. That's like, damn. What I didn't do yet. Or when you see Ciara, who just got promoted to a VP at Republic. I remember when Ciara went to Met Gala with my cousin. I remember when I used to see Ciara when she was still doing interviews, going to come up, doing her shit. When she used to be doing the shit for ASAP, the ASAP crew, and ASAP Rock used to shout her out. Like, she really worked. So to see her, like, me and Ciara gonna be the same age as me this year, and Ciara is a VP, like, that shit is fucking fire, bro. So you thinking to yourself, like, damn, I'm not really doing much.
Nah,
I'm not doing a lot.
Don't do that. Don't say that.
But then I know.
And you gotta look at it. My son control. Everybody's journey is different.
And I have to always remember that everybody's journey is different. If you told me a year ago, Shawna, you gonna get your plaque. You gonna get your first plaque. Get the fuck out of here. I will never forget when that Pusha T video came in. It came in on a Saturday morning. I uploaded that shit. I set it live by 12 o'clock afternoon. I remember when that song came out. I remember having to put in the tickets to get the assets made. I remember helping getting the website done up. Just, you know, when you know the role you played in something. I remember working on the filter, the Pusha T filter. That's on Instagram.
Oh, shit.
For his mixtape. And I remember being in the studio with Pooh, showing him, like, look, we got some Jifties made for you. And he looking at me. He said, word. And he made the post. He went and put a picture. But I'm going to use all of this shit right now. And he was just excited. And it's those feelings that make you feel good. Like, when people know the work that you put in. Like, I'm so much of a hard worker that my bosses be telling me, like, yo, you got to know boundaries. When I mean boundaries to the point that if my artist or someone call me at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning and they need me to do something, I'll get up and start to do it. But I know what it feel like to be broke. And I know that's the feeling I never want to encounter again. And I know what it feel like to not be able to feed myself. So I don't ever want to go back to that feeling. So if I'm going to just jump and do it. But I do understand, too, you can't do that because then people are going to expect you to do it every time. And if you don't do it one time, it might be a problem.
They'll forget about all the yeses you did.
So
that's a fact,
to
though.
any young girl coming up, bro, work hard. Be consistent with your work. Be strong. Pray. And just remain focused and just be mindful of the people and the energy you keep around you, because if more people you keep around you that have negative energy, you're just going to suck the life out of you.
Nah, less people's are better.
Yeah.
More people, less people you got to satisfy and shit like that. You feel me? You know what I mean? Yo, I got one more question. I got one question for you.
Make it short and simple.
It's simple. They doing the Mount Rushmore shit, right?
And you see they put my boy on there as he should.
Who?
Tutu.
It's Tutu and who else?
It's Tutu, Chef G, Sleepy Hollow, and Pop. You know what? I'm kind of... So let me tell you.
I just pit... I did a podcast yesterday. I pit Tutu, Chef, Pop, and Bobby. That's valid.
Yeah, I don't think Sleepy Hollow should have been on it.
Yeah. Sleepy
Hollow's talented, but I think that was a drag. I ain't gonna hold you. And then even if you want to be technical, you know what it is? The list you said, and I would... If you talking about it making it mainstream, I could see why Sleepy's on it. But then again, he shouldn't. I still would put Bobby before him. But if you really want to do the pioneers of this drill shit in Brooklyn,
that's why.
Curly Sav.
But then I think that's a whole nother
Bambino
face though. That's a fact.
G's Gasoline.
Facts. And what?
I can't think of.
That's it. That's something. It could be because he could put MBK in that shit too.
You can.
Cause that nigga, this is shit.
To do the pioneer shit, we probably could put MBK, G's Gasoline, Bambino, and Curly Sav.
Feel me? The dissing shit.
Yeah.
He started all that shit.
Yeah.
Feel me? Alright. But appreciate you coming out though, man.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Just talking your shit.
You.
Damn.
You know, I gotta smoke spicy.
I ain't expect all that. I ain't gonna hold you.
I talk hot.
Oh shit.
But yes.
Let people know the Instagram and shit.
But the Instagram is Queen Shaa, QUENSHASHAA. That's my Twitter name too, but you gotta put underscore after it. I'm a very nice person. I'm not an A&R, so respectfully, please don't send me any beats. Don't ask me how can I get you in the studio with an artist. I do digital marketing. You might see I have worked with a couple of artists. You're going to see Young Devin and London Hill all across my page because those are my babies, and I love them, and they up next. And Devin is killing shit on the radio side, and on the label side of things. And London Hills, just know, stay tuned. Feel me? Let's get it. Yeah. That's how London musicians be like, let's get it.
Get it. Fact. It's a fact. Yo, listen, man. Y'all heard it first, man. Dre Staccs, man. Get in tune. We out.